Now, as we get started on assembling the electronic parts of our project, we want to make sure we have everything in order. And so if your place looks kind of like this, then you're set. And I'll go ahead and walk through each of these pieces too, so that we're clear on what everything is. This is the microbit here. You could say the brains of the operation. Other than you, when you write your program, you'll upload it to the microbit, and this microbit is the computer. It's the processor that will run the LEDs and make everything happen. Now you can see a lot of little connectors on the bottom of that microbit, and they're really hard to access, and so there are devices like this Key Studio Breakout Board that give you really easy access to all of those pins along all of these rows of pins here. We're not going to be using very many of those, but this is a really great setup for supplying power to an external device like our LED strip, because the microbit can only really handle so much power and can only power a few strips, but we want to power the whole hat, so we're getting some extra power. The power in the hat is going to come from some external power source. Here we have a little power bank, a little battery pack, and this is the same kind of battery pack that you would use to recharge your phone or some other device like that by USB. So this one is a 5,000 milliamp hour version. You can see it's a pretty reasonable size, not very heavy at all. Really pretty impressed with that little device. But if you already have something like this to charge your phone, you can just use that. Or if you want to get one dedicated to just this project, also great. So I really like that you might already have one of these. You can reuse this in other projects for other things if you buy one now, and it's rechargeable. So there you go. Lots of great things. Down here I have a few jumper wires that I've pulled out. Comes in a big pack with a lot of different colors. You can see like this. And now it's really customary to use red for power, black for ground, and then like yellow or some other color for the signal. But the colors don't actually matter because they all just conduct electricity, and that's what's important. But using that color convention can kind of help you keep things in order. And some electrical tape. We're actually not really using it as electrical tape. We're doing something else with it. And so I've also found that masking tape will work just fine. So no need to run out and get electrical tape if you have some masking tape around. This is a USB cable. It is a USB-A on one side, USB micro B on the other side. And I ordered this specially for this project because it has pretty good length and can do power and data. But you might not actually need to order that. If you get the Microbit Go kit, it comes with a really short cable, but that's able to do power and data. You can also use the cable that probably comes with your power bank, but it likely will only transmit power. So you might use that inside of your project, but you're not going to be able to program your microbit with that. And then here we have the LED strip connector. So on this end, we put our LED strip in there. I'll show you that later, and it makes a connection there. And then we put the jumper wires in the other side, and it clamps down and makes it really convenient to use the LED strip. Just some regular scissors here. If you have some wire strippers and some electrical clippers, some clips, those are even better, but it's not necessary. We designed all of this project so that you can easily do it at home without getting any extra equipment that isn't absolutely necessary. And then over here, these are the LED strips, obviously. Your LED strip roll might look a lot smaller. That's because this one, what I had was weatherproof. And so it has this extra coating on top, so it makes it extra thick, and the roll is extra big. And I've kind of prepared this already by taking the last connector off there and removing some of the covering. So there you go. If your workplace looks something like this, you have the pieces you need to move on to the next step. See you there.